everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Disappear for Days, and today we're on the hunt to find the best of Bali. Good morning.
Hello.
We have just rented a bike. Our hotel rents bikes, which was really lucky actually. And we are now on our way to Bali Temple to start our day. We have got a lot of things we want to do over the next few days. So yeah, looking forward to exploring Ubud and taking you along with us. Right, we've just stopped off for a minute because we had to have a look at this incredible view. Right, we've arrived at Bali Temple. Now we're just going to go into the ticket office and get our tickets, but on the reviews on Google we were told that there's going to be loads of scammers around the entrance trying to scam you to get a guide and all this different stuff, and saying they're going to make you pay a load of money for a sarong and whatnot. We've brought sarongs with us so that we obviously don't then need to buy one, and we are going to try and do our best to avoid any scammers. Nobody's come up to us yet though, so wish us luck.
We got warned that there'd be a lot of people trying to sell offerings and to just decline them if they come. And yeah, as soon as you get off that little e-trike thing,
Almost like jumping in it.
yeah. With the ticket, we were a bit surprised with how much it actually costs. I can't remember how much it was the last time that I was here with my family, but it cost 150,000 each, so it's about £7.50, which is fairly expensive. But you do get a guide which is included in it alongside a sarong, and then you also get the e-bus up, so it kind of saves you a bit of a walk up the hill. I just wish that it was less cloudy. There's so much cloud cover. Behind the temple is actually the highest mountain in Bali. But yeah, unfortunately you can't see it with all this cloud cover. Come to the western temple of this complex, which supposedly spans a hectare, I think. Pretty cool how ancient all of this stuff looks. We're not allowed to go inside because it's only for prayer that you're allowed to go in, but it looks so nice in there. All these little buildings with the little thatched roofing on it. So these are the descendants of the late king. To be allowed in there, you have to be a descendant. It's really interesting. Right, so we've come out of the Bali Temple and we're just walking back down to the car park now. It's a slight bit of a disappointment overall, I think, that experience. Firstly, the weather wasn't on our side. Usually you can see the mountain behind the temple, but you couldn't see it today because of the weather, so that was a bit of a shame. The cost was probably the biggest sting, to be honest.
We read online on the reviews that it was 90,000, but I now think that might have been a long time ago. The guy at the counter said it changed in April.
Yeah, on the 1st of April.
From 90 to 150.
Which is steep as well.
Yeah, and I don't know if we'd have known it was going to be that much.
Yeah.
Obviously that cost is also for the guide. But the thing is, we don't normally like having tour guides. So some people would be like, oh great, that includes a guide. Whereas we're like, well, we'd rather pay less and not have a guide.
Yeah.
Because we just much prefer kind of exploring places on our own, taking our time. And when you've got a guide, it doesn't really work like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If anyone's been watching our channel for any amount of time, you'll realise that we just like doing things at our own pace, just because we can then take as long or as short as we want at a place, and then we can decide on how busy our day is, whether we need to kind of get moving on or not.
I guess it kind of limits you, and you don't have the same flexibility that you have if you're on your own.
If you're coming to Bali and you're not on a budget, by all means, I think it's a really nice temple to visit. I don't think I wouldn't come to it if I wasn't on a budget. I would definitely come here again.
And it looks amazing. It's just that, you know, once we got here and realised it was that price, it was too late by then because we'd already driven an hour and a half to get here. We weren't then going to turn back around. Right, we've had lunch and now we are heading off to try and find a waterfall. We'll see you there.
So we've arrived at Chapung Waterfall. I think it's just a short walk to get to the waterfall from the car park. So we've been given some tickets. I think he said you have to pay over here or something. I personally don't believe that you should have to pay for something which is in nature. I think it's a bit of a joke that people have like capitalised on it.
If I'm going to go to a waterfall, much prefer to go to one that hasn't been touched and hasn't been surrounded by businesses and people trying to make money out of it. But it does appear to be that those places are just a lot more difficult to find. So this was 30,000 each, so about £1.50 each. And it's not even really about the money, it's more just about the fact that once you commercialise it, obviously means you get so many more tourists coming, and then it just makes it less special.
I'm worried how many steps we've actually gone down already. We must have been a good few hundred, and we've only got more to go. So this is going to be a hell of a climb back up.
Right, we think we've done all the steps now. They weren't too bad, they were quite big steps.
Giant.
So they were the kind of ones that you have to kind of take one at a time. Not as bad as some other kind of treks and stuff we've done previously. And now we're wandering by what looks like a bit of a lazy river, which we're hoping is going to lead us to the bottom of the waterfall. Ooh. And there it is. If we zoomed right in on this, then it could look like it was it. Well, maybe that was just a little taster for us. These surroundings are just beautiful. I'm so glad that the sun has started to come out a bit because it was so grey at the temple. And then when we were riding, it was really cold. But just before we got here, the sun just started to come out. So we are just praying that it's going to stay out.
Alright, so here's the first part of it, I think. The first bit of waterfall we've seen so far. Carry on.
Okay, more steps, but I've just remembered that this is the waterfall that's in a cave, we think. So really looking forward to getting down there.
This looks cool though. Oh nice. You can just sit down there, the waterfall.
This water is freezing.
Because it's like running and it's in the shade.
I feel like waterfalls are always cold though. Oh, I'm getting used to it now actually. No, honestly, I am. Honestly, move your feet through it quite quickly and
it's just splashing up my legs.
Honestly, it's not that bad. So we saw the waterfall back there, but we're going to go this way first and see what's around here. The water shoes were definitely a good shout. It's so much easier walking through all these rocks and pebbles and not having to worry about it being uncomfortable underfoot.
So cool. The rocks all kind of like...
It's got me dripping my eye.
Oh.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
Tops come off because it looks really, really wet down here.
It's also very loud, so I don't know how much you're going to be able to hear of us.
Yeah.
That was incredible. We're soaked.
It is freezing.
A little bit cold, but that was amazing. That was so cool. I've never experienced anything like that. We've been to waterfalls, but never have we been able to like get in them and actually like feel it on you and everything. Okay, let's go and find the other one. I am absolutely loving this. This is my ideal day out. Stomping through a river or a stream. There's something about it, it's just so, I think probably nostalgic to me because this is the sort of thing that me and my family did a lot as we were growing up. And it's just so lovely here. And it's actually really quiet down this end. There were loads of people at the first waterfall, the one in the cave, but probably because that one's maybe more iconic. And so everyone was kind of queuing up to get photos in front of it and stuff. But actually now we've come down this end, there's no one here really. So it's really nice to just wander through the water and just enjoy the surroundings. I feel like I can hear something. Maybe there's another one down here. I don't know if it's just like the rapids. It does sound quite loud.
So we've just come down through here. We're trying to see where this kind of leads to, where it ends. I've been sent on a mission to see if we can kind of go further down here before Emma starts throwing ourselves down some rocks. Oh, I'm walking through so many spider webs. There's rank. Ah! There's a nice little waterfall there though. Oh, so it does carry on for a fair bit down there as well.
We literally have to keep stopping every few minutes for him to empty his shoes out, complaining that they're too big and they're letting too much sand in. It's funny though, because mine are bought from the same shop and mine are absolutely fine. So I think he might just be being a bit of a wimp. I've gone up ahead to start the climb up these steps. Jacob's still trying to get sand out of his shoes. So I've left him behind because I know this is going to take me a lot longer than it's going to take him. That was amazing though. I would definitely recommend this one. It's not too hard to make your way down there and all the steps have been really nicely made. Oh yeah, it was great.
Too hard of a climb. You're out of breath.
I'm out of breath, but I don't think it was too hard to get down to it.
Oh, to get down to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Getting back up's another story, though, isn't it?
But it was so worth it. I think the fact that you've got a few waterfalls down there is really nice, rather than just going down there to see one, taking a few photos and then turning back again. It was quite nice that you could go and see the different waterfalls and have a wander down the river as well. I think in terms of that, you're getting quite a lot for your money and for the effort of getting down there. So yeah, I'd give this waterfall 8 out of 10. This is definitely more my kind of thing, so I would say it's worth it every day. Okay, we've now arrived at Goa Raj Waterfall. It's getting a bit late in the day now though, so I feel like we're going to need to be quick to get down there and try and see it before it starts to get dark.
So unfortunately we had to pay for this one, even though on Google it says that it's free. Tickets were 25,000 each, so about £1.25, which, you know, it isn't the worst, but as I said, still annoying considering it's something that should be natural. They do like their steep steps here.
I guess the steeper the step, the less steps they have to make. 200 metres, that's not far.
Look at this.
It looks unreal. I feel like I can't believe that this is even real.
No, same here.
It's like we're on a movie set.
It's definitely got that man-made touch to it. I feel like the nature covers it all so well and makes it just look so nice, even though it has been built upon. Oh, there's a cave as well. Whoa, so there's the waterfall. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
That is incredible. It's coming down really fast. I feel like that would hurt a little bit.
It's going to pound, isn't it? Yeah.
I think this bit's a little bit disappointing because this is clearly man-made. It's nice, it looks nice, but you could see that in a shopping centre.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a water feature.
It's like a spa, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, that's what I want to see, the actual natural waterfall. This is amazing! Wow. I've never been so close to a waterfall before. The last one, we had to kind of get out quickly because people were queuing to get photos. There's no one here.
I can feel the splashes behind me, and it is freezing as it is already, but YOLO.
Oh my goodness.
It's cold.
You're braver than I am.
That's really nice, so it doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. It's really like refreshing. This whole cave goes like absolutely massive behind it.
Oh!
It's scary because it's like pitch black in there.
That is crazy.
Oh my word. I don't have any hope that this is going to be any warmer.
No? I'm assuming not.
It's so hot.
It looks so beautiful. He's gone off for one last little run in it. I don't know how he's doing that. I'm very impressed. That was amazing. We got so lucky there in terms of the timing though. We got here, I think it was like 45 minutes before it was going to close. That was the best time because as you saw, there was hardly anyone down there. So we were able to go in the waterfall on our own, take pictures and enjoy it without having to worry about anyone else. So I know everyone says get to these places early, but actually maybe getting to these places late sometimes is actually the hack.
I am freezing cold now though.
Yeah,
and
I guess if you were here at like lunchtime, it'd probably be really nice and warm.
yeah, I feel like I'd dry up in about a minute, but I feel like it's going to be a very cold, wet ride home.
Yeah.
Right, we're back home. That was a very long day. We've actually also somehow managed to get sunburn, even though it wasn't really that sunny all day. But we've just showered, we're in bed. I think it's time to call it a night because we've got a very, very long day again tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed this video, leave it a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We're going to go catch some seas. We'll see you in the next one. Night, night.